All right, so I think this is a good time to get started. I know it's a Sunday, but for me, I would love to run as many community Q&A sessions as possible. We say this from the very beginning, and all AMAs. The community means the world to us, and you are all the community, the reason why we are where we are now, and as we keep growing our community, that's how our project keeps growing as well. So my name is Majid. I'm this chief of operations for the Taboo project, and I wanted to run this spontaneous AMA to share some updates, which I will be getting into a little bit later, and to really focus in on aspects of the marketplace that I really want our community and investors to really not only know more about, but have the level of excitement and passion that I do, because the reality is this. This marketplace launch, and I am not here to overhype. It is going to have some groundbreaking features. It is going to be presented in a way that no marketplace has ever been presented, and I'm just to the moon and ecstatic about what it will look like. But before I move forward around that, I want to help our community to manage their expectations. I will continue to repeat the same narratives over and over again, because if we have a community that is unified, that is on the same page, that not only understands the vision of where we're taking this, but understands the realities of how charts work and how the markets work, it is very, very good for us moving forward. Altcoins have been down recently, right? So when we look at our chart and we see, okay, maybe we've retraced a little bit, just remember, like, we're still above 100 million market cap. We have formed a base over 100 million market cap. And it wasn't long ago that we were moving sideways between 4 and 7 million. And then we had a 25 times pump in the span of 2 weeks. Since then, it is clear that we are consolidating and accumulating, where new investors are now getting the opportunity to buy us. They now can see a chart that is not scary. That is a really important point, because when a chart keeps showing only upwards movement, smart investors hesitate to buy. Now we have had some healthy charts for quite a number of days. We are moving a little sideways. However, what's going to help change all of that and what's going to help push us forward is everything that we're doing behind the scenes. It's all the large scale marketing that we're working on. It's getting our working product out with all the bells and whistles in place for it. It is continuing to make sure that the Taboo brand continues to develop. I mean, some of the things that we're doing in the background, some of these deals that we have lined up, as James said, will make your hair stick out, right? From day one, we have done nothing but under promise and over deliver. But I urge the community, this is an action plan that I am sharing with the community. Please remember that this is going to take time. We are not going to go 100 times overnight. And even this marketplace launch that's going to be coming out shortly, we're anticipating November 1st. I am still very happy to push that a few days if I feel it's best. Right now, it's looking like November 1st is the date, but preparing $1 million of content is not easy. And the topic of this AMA is going to be starting to talk a little bit more about what this content is going to look like, because I want to help all of you visualize in your minds what this marketplace launch is going to be like. And, I will share some of these updates as we move forward. We do a lot of AMAs together. I will continue to do many of them as well. But I think we're in a unique position right now. I think we're in an extremely unique position, and we're poised for parabolic growth. We really, really are. And I think that everybody that is on this call right now understands that and knows what kind of diamond project we have staring in front of us. And it's not going to be long before you start to see some of these big big moves that we have lined up for all of you. But again, patience is a virtue. I want everyone to be patient, right? Would you rather have 100 times gain in the span of 2 weeks and then have it retrace back in equal force in the other direction? That's not what we want. We want to raise our price floor and raise our minimum price floors week in and week out. Holder count is the name of the game. And I assure all of you that our journey together is starting the moment the version 1 of our marketplace releases. Now we will be a project that has utility, and utility is going to be massive because we have many streams of utility coming in. But with that being said, again, altcoins have been down recently, but look at how resilient Taboo's charts are. It is unbelievable how resilient we are, right? Even today, I still have people telling me, Majid, when are we going to have a real dip so I can buy at a discount? And they're not getting the opportunity because our community is holding strong. See, what raises our price floors is if the community holds. That's how we unify. You continue to hold, you continue to accumulate, you continue to buy dips, and you continue to trust the process because this involves a process. If you want to be number one at something and be the best at what you do, that doesn't come easy, but it also takes time. So I want to manage our expectations, and I need you all to remember that you are owning a project that will make history. You are owning a project that has a team behind the scenes that wants to build a legacy out of this. Just think about that. The devs on this team want to build a legacy out of Taboo. That goes well beyond any short, mid, or long-term plans. We're talking generational wealth is what we're talking about here, right? So, I need you all. This is where I'm doing a call to action for the community, really, right? Because I cannot be giving major news every single day. I cannot be keeping the energy high every single day when it comes to the project. I have to make sure I'm operating this project. And I have to make sure that we're making the strategic moves we need to day in and day out. And we can't be giving major news every single day. So it's my job to trust in the community that while we continue to deliver on our promises for all of you and provide value and make Taboo a household brand and name that everyone around the world will talk about, I also need the community to meet us halfway so that I can keep getting to work and not having to always be in the chat and maybe being worried about people being worried about small retracements. Does that make sense? So this is my call to action to all of you. Trust us by doing this, and we will continue to deliver for all of you. Now, when it comes to the marketplace itself, right, again, we're anticipating November 1st. Now, a little bit later in the call, I'm going to start to maybe, give some golden nuggets around, what the content is really going to look like. Because that's really the purpose of this call. I really want you all to get a good visualization and representation of what this marketplace is and what it is that you all own, right? Because we are going to make waves. I mean, just this launch alone, and I'm trying my best not to ever be put in a position to overhype, people's jaws are going to drop when they see the kind of content and the big names behind it that are going to be on the marketplace. People's jaws are going to drop. I have spent months trying to get this launch right. And we will continue on this call as well to talk about as many of the features that we can all anticipate for the V1 launch as well, along with the content as well. So with that being said, I will share a bit more about that a little bit later. I want to, open up the call for our community, and I will then, throughout the call, I will talk more about the marketplace and updates around that. So does anyone have any questions? Feel free to ask away right now. Okay, I'll check in the chat as well. Everyone's too shy at the moment. Okay, if that's the case, I'm gonna just go right into it, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about the content on the marketplace and what that's gonna look like, and then also some of the features of V1. So, the marketplace itself, we talked about how we are a highly exclusive premium brand. With that being said, we're not going to have, any content creator be able to come onto our marketplace first and foremost, because Playboy didn't do that. We're not going to have such unlimited selection of content where in doing so, we reduce quality and exclusivity. But with that being said, there's going to be quite an array of collections that are going to be on the marketplace from tier 1 to tier 3. There's going to be a Playmate Playboy series collection, okay, with some highly recognized Playmate names. There's going to be a celebrity collection, celebrity series collection across all the tiers. There's going to be a wet collection. There's going to be pop art. There's going to be amateur and rookie. There's going to be a animated NFT collection series with different price points. I want you all to remember that why we're doing it this way and why we're releasing this with $1 million worth of content is because I want to go to market and make an impact. I want to go to market and do what no other project has done ever, to do this kind of launch, right? I want to make sure that we have the strongest presentation pitch where anyone that goes onto our marketplace, they say, wow, they're doing something special. They're doing something innovative. They're doing something different. This is why we are taking as much time as we need on the marketplace launch, okay? Now, the content itself, like I said, is going to make your jaws drop. It will make your jaws drop. I'm going to say that one more time. That's how excited I am about it. But, when it comes to the marketplace V1, there will be the tiering system in place. That was not supposed to be there on V1. You will be able to do auctions and bids. You will be able to buy at a price point. You will be able to also bid on a price point as well. If you own our Taboo Punks, we will allow you to bypass the tiering system for requirements of access. So make sure you order your Taboo Punks as you get limited tier content access as well. But this launch itself, again, it is the start of our journey together. This is the beginning stages of our product. So will there be bugs? Maybe. We have the best development team that money can buy, but we don't know what will happen when it launches with all the demand and traffic that comes in. So we are going to take it day by day. However, you will be able to buy and sell NFTs. You will be able to have access to content. We have a wide array of variety of content at different price points for people that can, for affordability reasons as well. We are keeping our marketplace launch in line with our brand, highly exclusive content. And version 1 is just the beginning. We haven't even looked at staking onto individual profiles. We haven't even looked at interacting with content creators' profiles yet. We haven't even looked at, virtual reality, video NFTs, streaming services, immutable NFTs, NFT transfers from Cardano and Solano and all of Phantom and all these major networks and cross-chain, credit card integrations and payment systems where you can pay with just fiat down the line. We haven't looked at any of this, or even our tier 4 XXX rated sections. This is like the infancy of our journey together. So again, the most exciting aspect of the marketplace launch for me is going to be the content. I mean, some of these artworks that are going to be coming out where there's only one of them in the world, and some of the names that are on there, it's just, I just can't wait. So again, that's what I wanted to share around that. Now, I'll start answering some questions now, and then I'll start to share a bit more information and walk you through sort of how you can visualize what our marketplace will look like as the call goes on. So any questions at all right now on the call?
So, Majid, how many content creators are there initially for the launch?
Oh, see, this is a great question. So here's the reality. You know, we are fully transparent at all times to our community. We take pride in that. But I want you to remember that certain business strategies that I've come up with, there's a one strategy that I've come up with. I look at it almost like intellectual property. If, like, let's say you're running a tech company and you have some code that you don't want the world to see until it's out and you've launched your product. Let's just say there's a lot more content creators than anybody has imagined right now. And that's due to this particular strategy that I have that I am not privy to share right now until it launches and until people see it and until the floodgates open. Because really, no other competitor, quote unquote, no other marketplace is taking this angle that I'm taking on this marketplace. So you have to trust me on this aspect. I can't share this. I can't share this right now because I want I want to surprise the world when it launches. Does that make sense? That's that. And then copycats may come, let them come, but I'd rather have our working product out, and I'd rather have, no barriers to entry because we have only movers advantage at this point. Does that make sense? So that's an aspect of the business model that I adapted a little bit in the last number of weeks. And it's proving to be highly effective. So just bear with me on that. So very good question on this. That was a very good question. So good. So any other questions right now on the call? Otherwise, I'll check on the chat. Okay, so a long-term PR strategy, has it started? Yes. So Vladislav. So what you need to remember is, we have been doing background continuous marketing from the very beginning. We have set high budgets around that from the very beginning. But when it comes to large scale marketing efforts, PR is also included in this. We wanted to make sure that, we have the working product in place before the large scale marketing kicks in. So we have the massive media blast to 400 plus media outlets and sources. That's going to be coming. We're going to be doing some of that even before launch. So early this week, we're going to be starting on some of those, large scale marketing efforts as well. There is quite an array of interest from private parties and entities that are knocking on our door, that are offering to do all kinds of PR and marketing for us. We did hire a marketing firm that are almost done their preparations around all the kinds of crypto advertising that I want just happening continuously in the background as well. So we're talking, Instagram ads, Google ads, Facebook ads. We're talking dating app ads. We're talking YouTubers. We're talking targeting different countries and geographies and the Twitters of China. There's a Weebie is what it's called, and going there and doing BTalk ads and just basically whatever we want, we will get to do on a week-to-week basis under my guidance and direction with this marketing firm. Now, when it comes to PR, I'll tell you something right now. The PR comes down to the brand awareness strategies of Taboo. And we have a creative director on board that's working in the background, and we're going to have some amazing campaigns that is going to strengthen our PR. But one of the big things we're doing right now is we're already working and we're already creating branded merch. We're going to have all of our models be wearing them on photo shoots. There's actually a major photo shoot that's happening with quite a few of our existing models. I believe it's in 2 days. And this is like a major photo shoot that's happening right now. And we're trying to make sure we can get the Taboo branded merch finished for that, because that will be really great to have ready for our marketplace as well. So yes. So I hope that answers your question. But the number one thing that I've always learned that with any kind of investment opportunity, any kind of purchase that any consumer wants to make, it takes an average of 7 times of seeing it before they want to buy it. So as long as we are putting out the Taboo brand and name everywhere that we can, while keeping in mind maximizing the effects of our marketing spend, so timing how we market it and when we do it, you know, more and more people are going to hear about us. And I will say this, we're already looking at doing a crypto partnership. That we have a major crypto project that has reached out to us as well. And think of this as like a yield farming protocol partnership. And they are one of the largest names in crypto, by the way. So I'm deciding if I'm going to pull the trigger on this. But crypto partnerships are also on the way, and that really helps with brand awareness too. Because if we can get marketed across a community of 400,000 or 500,000 holders, that is a really good thing for us. So yes. Anyway, good question. All the chips are going to fall into place the way that they're supposed to. My job is to make sure that day to day I am focusing on the immediate priorities while keeping in mind what our long-term priorities still are. So yeah, PR is really important for us. Good. Okay. So yeah. So WK, I'm gonna just put a pause on that. I just believe that we should all just wait for our marketplace to launch, and then you'll see some of the names behind these NFTs. Now that's all I got to say on that. So just bear with us on that. So any other questions on this call? Okay, so I will check some questions in the chat then. Yeah, so WK, we are going to look at integrating credit card payments into this. Fiat currencies and all of that will be happening too. It's just we wanted to launch this marketplace with and ensure that our native token is being the primary use on the marketplace. So you will have to trade and buy with Taboo for right now. That was an executive decision that we made. So fiat, BNB, Ethereum, other forms of payment methods, on the marketplace. We intentionally decided to hold off on that, even though that could have been integrated on this version, because we want to make sure that our native currency is being used at all times for the time being. So, good. Good. So let's just see here.
Maggie,
Yeah.
for new
Yes.
holders, do you still recommend them going via the Pancake Swap MetaMask route or buying directly on exchange for a new holder? What do you think is best?
Okay, you might have to speak up a little bit more because I could barely hear you there.
Okay, right. So for a new holder wanting to get on board, do you still recommend that they buy via MetaMask and Pancake Swap or directly on an exchange now?
Okay, so it's good. That's a good question. So every exchange is its own ecosystem where, based on the buy and sell orders, there is a price that people are willing to pay. Now, on a centralized exchange, we're on Hotbit, we're on Bitmart, we're on LBank, we're on Whitebit as well. You have to have someone fulfill that buy order, or you have to buy an existing sell order. So that's just the nature of centralized exchanges. And that's why sometimes you might see some price differences across exchanges. Now, Pancake Swap, really the reality is this, the price on Pancake Swap really dictates the price across all the exchanges. So whether we get onto 40 or 50 exchanges in the next year, the high volume is still going to be coming from Pancake Swap. And it is a decentralized exchange, which means it is easy to purchase Taboo because you can buy Taboo based on the liquidity pool that's available on Pancake Swap. So if you can buy on Pancake Swap, I would recommend it. It's just very quick and easy to do so. So yes, you can, but you have the option to go on and buy on exchanges. The difference is if you buy on Pancake Swap, you will get reflections the 2% redistributions that we have, you will attain them by buying from the decentralized exchange of Pancake Swap, because our contract, since we're in the BSC space, has a routing feature that links and integrates into Pancake Swap. So some of the exchanges do not, offer redistributions, but nonetheless, this is really a non-issue anyways, because we're going to be removing the redistributions upon launch to that, so that we can promote staking with attractive APYs on our marketplace anyway. But so Pancake Swap is quick. It's quicker, it's easier, but you're more than welcome to buy in exchanges. You just might be buying at different price points, depending on what sell orders are available. So.
All right, thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, good. So do we have any plan of dexes? I mean, yeah, we have plans to, and we will be, getting onto multiple major exchanges as our target by the end of the year. So yes, there will be more exchanges that will be coming. With regards to the Taboo punks, yes, when they're all sold, we will tell you all that they're all sold. We're getting close to fully selling out. I still have to make this announcement on how many are left. That's in my agenda. I will get that out and make an official announcement as soon as possible. I know I've said that for about a week, but the reality is the Taboo punks is not the highest priority for us right now in our time. But that doesn't mean you won't get your NFTs. You will get them as soon as they're available, and we are still in the pre-order phase, and owning them right now makes sense because we will be able to then allow your wallet, when you connect it onto our marketplace, you will be able to bypass the tiering restrictions as per our white paper that is part of our business model. So that's really the number one benefit right now for getting the Taboo punks this early. Besides eventually getting the Taboo punks transferred over to your wallets. So. Now, and so Mr. Kiwi, you mentioned FibSwap DEX. I haven't even heard of FibSwap DEX. I mean, I know there's other decentralized exchanges like 1inch, I think, and a few. I believe people can even trade Taboo on KuCoin. I didn't even know that, so I have to look into this. So thanks for bringing that up, actually. So I will look into that. Any other questions on the call? I love hearing voices. Don't be shy. I guess it's a quiet Sunday then.
Imogen, sorry. Do you have any plans for exclusively content for early birds?
For which one, sorry?
Maybe some NFTs, for early birds, for early holders of your token. Do you have any plans?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Taboo punks is really the first, early holder benefit for owning a Taboo branded NFT. That's the first initiative that we've done. Now, when the marketplace launches and we ensure we have a smooth launch, with ramping up all of our marketing efforts around this, and promoting and ensuring we get more widespread adoption and the use for the use of our platform, we will be doing a lot of fun contests. We will be doing a lot of other kinds of initiatives for holders as well, where they might be able to win exclusive access here or there. We'll be doing trip contests down the line. We're going to make it fair for everyone, but of course the Taboo punks is really the first way of our core team rewarding early birds, because we're only going to have 10,000 minted. We already have almost 20,000 holders. We will have 2 to 3 times that in a very short amount of time here, because our holders keep going up. So that is really the early bird benefit for holders right now, is the Taboo punks. So
how does somebody get a hold of a Taboo punk?
Right. So when you fill out the form, you're going to be attaching the wallet in which you hold Taboo. You're going to be sharing that, and of course, that wallet is where we will be sending the Taboo punks, because of course it should be able to house and hold NFTs. But the way we also did the form and designed it, where if we see any complications or issues around how the form was filled, then we have the individual's Telegram contact information and all of that. So we're anticipating that we're going to have to do some reach outs as well to make sure that everybody who submitted an order will receive Taboo punks into their appropriate wallets. So that's all going to come. That's all going to come. It should be. It will think of it as it should be a direct transfer into your wallet. So. And you'll be able to see it collected on your NFT collections, whether it's MetaMask or Trust Wallet as well. So,
okay, just a question. When I
Yep.
receive hello Majid, when I receive
Hello.
my Taboo Punk and the MetaMask, then I will be able to transfer it to the marketplace.
Yeah, and you can even put that on OpenSeas if you want. Like we look at the Taboo punks as also like a brand awareness type NFT as well. So even if someone goes and tries to sell that, we want, obviously on our marketplace, of course, is important. But if they want to go to OpenSeas and sell that, it's free brand awareness for us, because someone's going to look at that and they're going to say, oh, that looks interesting. Oh, it's made from a company called Taboo. Let me learn more about Taboo. Does that make sense? And so then we'll start getting traffic onto our website. We'll start to get more holders who are interested to buy us. So yeah. So yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Right. So Matt, why Ethereum to buy? That was the simplest network and chain that we did at the time, and the Taboo punks was always meant to be kind of a bridge, because we at the time we weren't ready and anywhere near our marketplace launch yet. So this was the easiest way to do it for us, and to do it swiftly. So we went with Ethereum, the ERC20 network on that. So yeah. So in terms of our tokenomics, we do have a 1% burn happening on every transaction, and every buy and sell. But with some of the revenue that will come in from our marketplace, we do plan to do some manual type burns down the line and events around that. So yeah.
Oh, I have a question.
Yep.
Being all right, so I'm in New York, right? And of course, as you know, Binance is a little more it's harder. We have to like go through swaps and stuff like that. But will you guys later on down the line be like advertising to users in like New York and stuff like that?
Yeah, I was speaking to a team member the other day, and it was a good conversation, because at the end of the day, we know that the U.S. is highly restrictive, and U.S. citizens, it becomes a bit problematic for them to easily not only fund crypto wallets on exchanges or on their personal wallets, and then be able to buy particular cryptocurrencies that they're interested in buying. I think I do believe, and we know this, like the U.S. market is still a very hot market as well. But so some of the things that we want to plan on doing, some of our PR and our branding campaigns, on more on the paparazzi side. Like when we look at this media blast that's happening across 400 publications, like yes, we're gonna have Bloomberg and Yahoo Finance. We're gonna also have a lot of crypto channels too, like Cointelegraph and some big articling sites. Now, we're also aware that not every exchange is kind to the U.S. citizens, especially Binance. So obviously, some of our goals as well is to ensure that we're going to make it easy for even U.S. citizens to buy us, and some major exchanges are very, very U.S. happy. So Coinbase is one of them. So of course, that's one of our targets down the line is to be able to list on Coinbase. That would be a fantastic way to make it easier for U.S. citizens to buy us. And if you look at, some of our some of our billboard campaigns that we did, when we had Chloe Terre in Hollywood, that was in the US. So of course, when we do more of these types of campaigns, we want to make sure that a US citizen who sees our advertising can easily buy us. Does that make sense, Mateo? So it's all coming. It's all coming.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just saying that because I just don't want like New York and the United States to get left out, because like from being here, we always get to the investments and the gems last. And now it's like I'm a part of one early, and I'm just trying to make as many people aware as possible. So yeah, it's good to know that that's in the plans later on down the line.
Yes. I mean, and even our marketplace as well. We're trying to make it so simple for anyone to buy us. Like when they log in, when they got onto the website, you'll be able to make a crypto wallet in seconds. You'll be able to use a swap feature.
I'm sorry. That's kind of what I was wondering too. Like on the marketplace, will U.S. like citizens be able to just go on the marketplace?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
But then the question, but then again, funding the wallet is the other issue. So that's where we have to find, we have to make sure that we're making all the avenues as U.S. friendly as possible to swap and transfer other currencies to get onto our marketplace. Does that make sense? So yeah, they both have to happen together. Absolutely. Yeah.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. Thanks a lot, man.
No problem. Good. I guess I will check some questions in the chat then. Okay, so yes, I did speak to our development team, WK, around. Apologies, that's my dog there. So one moment. Yeah, just bear with me. I own a German Shepherd, and he's getting really excited here. So. I know. Okay, I apologize for the background noise there. Yes, on the marketplace, even when a content creator is going to set their price point, where we are going to be verifying and approving them if they are able to be able to even list content on our marketplace. That's the exclusivity factor of our project. You will be able to see the equivalent price in US dollars. That you'll also see it in Taboo. We have different tabs, and I actually told our development team to ensure this for simplicity. So instead of having to type in the total Taboo, they'll have to type in. They can just type in the US dollar amount, like $5,000 or $1,000, for example, and then automatically underneath it will show the associating Taboo tokens that equates to that US dollar value. So, yeah. And as for the Taboo punks, yes, you can resell them after obtaining them. That's really another benefit for owning them, because the idea is we want to help our holders own a highly valuable NFT asset. So our hope and our aim is to have them be worth something, and to have this as a viable investment for all of you. But I can't dictate what they will go for and how much they will sell for. The market is what demands and dictates that. But be rest assured that the number one benefit is the limited tiering access that we're offering at a fraction of the cost to being a higher tier holder. So that's really the main benefit. Everything else is like an extension benefit to owning a Taboo punk. So
Hey Majid, how are you doing, bro?
Doing really well. How are you doing?
Good, good, good. Just a quick question, like regards to the brand ambassador we have. Are you guys planning to reach out to different ethnicities, like in future, to just like boost the diversity in our community and all those things?
Yeah, I mean, I will say that first and foremost, like a major photo shoot is happening with CJ Sparks and Chloe Terre and Jenny Summers and Holly Barker and Brie TSC. Brie TSC is actually a really, really highly reputable actress as well as model, by the way. If you look her up now, in terms of diversity, I mean, yes. So, I want to just give you a background around how we've strategized our movements on the project. So, from day one, I could have gone and got 100 different content creators and ambassadors across all ethnicities and all of that. And it could have been very easy to do. But, I look at this project as making chess moves. I always say this. So when we brought in Chloe Terre, that was a chess move. With her high profile and her reputation, she's a 3-time International Playmate of the Year. And she's hard at work on our project. She's not just a brand ambassador, she's also a team member now. And she personally invested herself. So she's got skin in the game to promote this. So it's a mutually beneficial relationship. Now, of course, the FOMO kicked in with Chloe Terre and all of her Playmate friends. And, they all have been wanting to jump on board. I'm getting lots of contacts, by the day, and trying to surf through them all. And, yes, US based, yes, I get it. There might be a certain ethnicity that is behind some of our high profile names, but that's not going to be the only ethnicities and backgrounds we have on our marketplace as well. So we are looking to ensure that there is going to be enough variety or enough content creators that can please people's preferences. So yes, that is all coming. And I'm already speaking to a high profile Spanish model that so there's a Spanish one I'm speaking to. There's there's an Asian one I'm speaking to as well. So yeah. So that'll all be coming in terms of more representation for backgrounds, cultures, ethnicities, for the models that are selected to have the privilege as well of being associated to Taboo. So yeah.
Well, that's really great to hear, and I want to say congratulations as well. You guys are doing great job, and the way you guys are connected with the community, and yeah, just wish you great luck with the whole project. And I believe that it's a long run project, and yes, it will be long run project.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, the reality is, I mean, I barely even see my own family. I am doing nothing other than, honestly, my lifestyle is just naps, trying to make sure I get enough sleep, which is not much at all. Most nights I don't get much. I work out, I work on Taboo, and you know, and then once every 7 or 8 days, my body gives way and forces me to rest, and I sleep maybe most of that day, once every week or 2 weeks, to recover, to do it again. So I just want you to know that all of you that there's a team that's working harder than all the competition right now. Most dev teams at this stage like to take a little bit of a break. They like to bask in the success that's come their way. We're already thinking 4 or 5 steps ahead, and we're thinking, how do we get to 1 billion right now? We're not comfortable and happy where we are, right? We are happily dissatisfied on where we are. And it is an obsession right now for what we're trying to do here at Taboo. It is an obsession. So when I hear these comments and I hear people, being appreciative, it warms my heart, and it gives me more energy to keep working for all of you. So I really, really do appreciate that. So thank you. Yeah, so Mustafa, so we have we're working on we have some programs that some of our mods have found around being able to automatically just start typing out everything that's said. So we want to, start to release recorded AMAs along with summarized sort of write-ups on everything that was said, so that people from different countries who speak different languages will be able to translate the text into their respective language. So it's this is why I was making a call to action for our community, and why I wanted our community to be okay and happy with periods of consolidation. Because when we have consolidation periods, that gives me the opportunity to be able to work on some of these operational aspects of our business, and some of the more long-term strategies that we have as well. So this is why I'm happy that we're in the state position that we're in. As an example, we've built out quite a few language Telegram groups. We even have a really, really nice bot that is in testing mode that we're going to put into all of those groups. I'm going to be releasing an official announcement soon on Twitter through Medium to get everybody who wants to be connected with their own community and language. They'll be able to join those groups. So all of this is coming. All of this is coming. So I take things day by day. So, there's a saying, as the saying goes, keep your head in the sky and keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. So I try my best not to get overwhelmed by everything that needs to get done. It's about sort of narrowing your focus and saying, this is what has to get done today. And I take it day by day as well. So, the estimated date for the marketplace launch, we're anticipating November 1st. And again, so far it's looking good.
Hello, Majid.
Yeah, and we'll let you know if anything changes though. So yeah, go on, Marius.
I want you to ask you about the features in the V1 launch, because a lot of members in the chat are asking, and maybe
Right.
this would be a good answer for our community.
Yes, that sounds great. So, first and foremost, there's going to be over $1 million USD worth of NFTs that will be ready for listing upon launch across all the tiers. How the tiers are going to look: tier 1, think of it as a safe for work type content, which has been done intentionally so that we can promote maximum user friendliness and exposure around the world, so people don't just log on to our website and see nudity or crude content, which would not be good to the naked eye and the public eye. So it'll be safe for work type content on tier 1. Tier 2 is the kind of content that will be there. Think of it like borderline can be blacklisted from social media sites. So you're just moving into that gray area where you can have that kind of content, but it could be banned. So that's how I told our creative director in getting this set up. And then tier 3 will be the topless and the nude type content. And tier 4 is just not ready yet, just because that's the XXX rated, highly exclusive premium holder section, where in later versions we get to release that. Now, other features that are going to be on the marketplace, you are going to be able to stake your Taboo. And in terms of the APY, see, I want you all to know that every decision that we make is for the longevity of this project. We are not going to launch a ridiculously high APY and create really high inflationary sell pressure on our project with free tokens. We're not going to do that. But we are going to make an attractive enough APY where holders are going to be happy to stake. But we're also going to reward holders who show their commitment and loyalty to us through lockup periods where you will get higher APYs as well, versus traditional staking methods that we will allow on the marketplace. There will be yield farming as well. And with farming, that is a little bit different than staking, because you need to pair, BNB with your Taboo. And please look up what impermanence loss is, because that is a risk to farming. So it can be very lucrative, but also risky. So, if people want to yield farm, I recommend yield farming 20 to 25% of what you own of Taboo. Never go 100% in on farming. I would never recommend that. But it is one great way of generating more Taboo tokens. I'll tell you that. But learn about impermanence loss and really understand what that means as well. So again, you'll have access to all this content. There'll be staking, there'll be farming. You can buy and sell NFTs as well. You'll have tier 1 to tier 3 access of our tiering system, and there will be a unique swap feature that can convert other cryptos into Taboo in order to spend. And in terms of minting, the minting costs will be in Taboo, and we have lazy minting in place. So the person who buys the NFT will pay the gas fees, not the person that's uploading the content. And when it comes to some of our later versions, you can look at the white paper, but we'll have virtual reality. There's going to be live streaming. There's going to be active tipping. We're going to have advertising and monetization of our marketplace, kind of like Coin Sniper, where, other cryptos can come in. It'll allow us to do partnerships with other adult type tokens if we decide it makes sense to fit them into our umbrella. We're going to have cross-chain integration of the hottest networks in crypto like Solano, Cardano, Phantom, Ethereum, Bridge, all of that. You will be able to stake onto individual profiles. We will have immutable NFTs. And that's a really interesting one, immutable NFTs. See, we need to stay fresh and relevant at all times. So when I learned about immutable NFTs, and they're a brand new type of NFT, the first thing I did was I called our PowerSoft development team and I said, put this into a later version, let's integrate it. They said, sounds good. So even the technology innovations in the NFT space, we are going to make sure that gets implemented in our later versions. So there's a lot to look forward to. Version 1 is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. So good question, Marius. Good. So I'm trying to see if there's any other questions at the moment. Doesn't seem like there is. It's a bit of a quiet Sunday for us. So
I got a question.
Yep, go ahead.
I was just curious. I heard you mention Coinbase earlier. How would you launch Taboo on Coinbase? Would it be kind of like Luna, where it's a wrapped ERC20 or token or something?
No. Well, Coinbase is an exchange, right? So it would be, if we were to, let's say hypothetically list on there, then people would be able to buy and sell Taboo on there the same way they're able to do that on Hotbit or LBank or some of our other exchanges. It's just Coinbase. I use that example because, they are highly supportive of U.S. citizens, and it's usually, there's really a couple exchanges where a non-crypto-centric investor, when they want to start investing in crypto, they turn to Binance, they turn to Coinbase, they turn to KuCoin, they turn to Kraken. They turn to those top 5 to top 10 exchanges, even Gate.io. So so obviously, we have major exchanges that are on our plans, and that's a high priority for us to get listed on major exchanges for this reason. So
yeah, I was just curious because I know Binance, that I know of, it doesn't have any Binance Smart Chain tokens on Coinbase. I was just wondering how y'all would be able to do that.
I think we've been defying norms from day one. So I remember even Whitebit, they've never done a voice AMA before ever in their history, and I negotiated to make sure that we do that, and they broke all their legal rules and barriers for us. So James and I, one thing that we thrive together as a duo sort of business partnership that we have, and we have synergy, and whatever it is that we want, we find a way to make it happen. We just do. That's just how it works, right? So yeah. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, these are good questions. So, and I noticed our market cap starts to go up when we're on these AMAs, which I'm very happy about, because I think when people are informed and there's transparency and they're receiving the right knowledge, they become more comfortable and happy to invest. And that makes us very, very happy as well. So any other questions at the moment?
Hello, I'm
Hi
listening
there.
from Haiti.
How are you doing?
My question, what technology is behind Taboo?
Okay, so I don't have our tech expert that's on the call right now. So I'm not a jack of all trades, so to speak. I'm not really a techie kind of person, but just you can look up PowerSoft if you want. They created Engine Coins marketplace, and in terms of our source code, there was a question that was asked once about releasing our source code. This is all custom and private. So the technology that we're building is completely customized to Taboo. No other project has the technology that we have, and we don't know if we're even going to release it to the public, to answer your question, because of the technological innovation behind what we're doing. And that's why we went with the best development team that money can buy, because we paid 5 times on the dollar for them, for the same. Arguably, if another entity tried to make the same type of marketplace, which no one is, we paid 5 times on the dollar to make sure that we can get what we want done, right? So I can't answer that. I will never answer something that I'm not 100% confident in answering. When it comes to tech and Solidity code and all of that, that's my weak point. So I unfortunately I can't say anything more than that, other than the fact that our source code is private at the moment, and there's a reason why, because we want to protect our technology property, quote unquote. So
Okay, great. Thank you.
yeah, no problem. So I will just mention too that a goal of ours in the short to midterm is to get listed on all the top 10 major exchanges, by the way. So we're preparing ourselves for it. If you look at if you look on BSC Scan and you look at the marketing and dev wallet, they haven't been touched. We've been self-funding all of this, but we're also keeping in mind that getting listed on these major exchanges requires millions of dollars of liquidity in Taboo. So we've been preserving all of this to do and move forward with some of these major plans around major exchanges too. So I just want to make that clear to everybody that major exchanges are high on our priority list, very, very high. So
Hey, bro, you mentioned about Coinbase and like on the US base, so if we can reach to the more US citizens. Another one is which is getting a major in US and Canada wide, like the crypto.com. It's another one of the
yes,
major. Yeah. So I think like people mentioning about like the fees and the Coinbase and all this thing, but like is our team working on the like one of these exchanges as well, which is kind of new and low in the fees as well, which will be easily available for most of the US and Canada wide customers.
yes. I will say this. We have multiple major exchanges knocking on our door right now. I can't share names at the moment, but we have multiple ones knocking on our door. And so, it's just our job to make sure that we get the right deal that makes the most sense for Taboo, because there's a lot of negotiations that get involved with this. And some of them, again, a lot of these exchanges and a lot of these, we have private entities that are knocking on our door as well. We're talking major money that wants to invest in Taboo. We have had entities that want to buy us out already, by the way. So, that should speak volumes on the bullishness of what we're building here when you have these private interests that are knocking on our door. Now, with that being said, right, some of these exchanges, we're a little worried that, you know, they might want to do some type of exclusivity deals where they're like, listen, if you list with us for 3 months, you can't list on another major exchange. So, you know, we're just trying to find out, you know, kind of what their angle is on some of them. But just be rest assured that you know, major exchanges are coming. We said that they're coming in Q4, and they are coming next month. And so just be patient with us and let us work our magic is what I gotta say. So
That's really good to hear.
Good. So any other questions at the moment? Okay, so I think this might be a good time then to end the call. You know, what I will say is, you know, we have a lot to look forward to. Our marketplace launch is right around the corner. We're releasing $1 million of NFT content upon launch. We will notify you if anything changes on the timeline, because I'm focused on building it right the first time, and I am not interested in rushing just to get it out there. I want it to be done right. We have large-scale marketing on the way. We have major exchanges on the way. We have lots of surprises coming your way. We just want you all to know that Taboo is here to stay. We're here to last. We're going to be building a household brand and name that everyone around the world knows about, just like Playboy. We're serious. We're committed. We're determined. We're here to win. And we are nothing without our community as well. So I thank each and every one of you for being with us on this journey to the top. And with that being said, you know, I will end the call now, and I look forward to speaking to all of you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.